Greek life at the University of Michigan often been associated with sometimes out of control parties and some shenanigans.
But that could all be a thing of the past. The Intra-Fraternity Council, which presides over 27 chapters, voted to suspend all parties and new member programs. And this comes after alarming allegations of sexual misconduct and hazing rituals. Now, the student-run council made the unanimous decision Thursday night, and it had a lot of students on campus buzzing.
I think that Greek life is kind of seeing its last day.
Facing allegations of sexual misconduct, hazing, and excessive drug and alcohol abuse, the fraternity's largest governing body voted to suspend new member education programs and all those parties.
I think the suspension is good to put everything in place. I think that none of the behavior should go unpunished that has happened or occurred at this school.
In 2015, a U of M fraternity all but destroyed a hotel in northern Michigan during an out-of-control ski trip. This past weekend, an unauthorized party called Champagne and Shackles had dates handcuffed to one another until they finished a bottle of champagne.
You know, there's no question that we've had some problems in the Greek life community, but I think the encouraging part of the action taken IFC last night is that they too take this very seriously and are taking action to keep their fellow students safe.
Reaction to the suspension was mixed.
I think it's probably the best, wisest decision right now because the safety of students is all that matters. Michigan does a really good job, you know, talking about sexual assault, making sure we all are learning about these things, and it's not just, you know, women, but also men are understanding it too.
I personally think it's a shame. Yeah, I think it's really sad that an entire successful organization that's been running for hundreds of years has to be put away because of, you know, one person.
And we heard there from a U of M fraternity member. Also making news this weekend, an 84-year-old man from Birmingham is dead after a crash in Bloomfield Township. This happened Friday afternoon here at the intersection of Telegraph up on Lone Pine. Police say a 16-year-old driver ran a red light and smashed into the 84-year-old's car. Both were taken to the hospital where that 84-year-old man died. The teenager is expected to be okay. Police say alcohol was not a factor in the crash.
Time now is 6:34, and an investigation currently underway on Detroit's west side where a man's body was found covered in leaves in a shopping cart. He was found around 4 on Friday afternoon along the westbound I-94 service drive at St. Lawrence. Police say he is a white male who looks to be in his 30s. He was found wearing an orange hoodie, blue jeans, and black socks. Police are working this morning to determine the man's cause of death. And the man called a person of interest in the disappearance of Danielle Stislicki rejected a plea deal in a separate case. Floyd Galloway is accused of attacking a jogger in Hines Park and trying to rape her. Prosecutors offered him a max of 35 years in prison if he pleaded guilty, but he turned down the offer. The case will now go to trial. Galloway has not been charged in Stislicki's disappearance.
Marine Corps drill sergeant found guilty of abusing recruits is headed to a military prison. One of those recruits he abused was from Taylor.
Raheel Siddiqui took his own life after Sergeant Joseph Felix yelled at him and slapped him at boot camp in South Carolina. Officials say Felix targeted Siddiqui and other Muslim recruits with abuse and called them terrorists. Prosecutors sentenced Felix to 10 years of confinement in prison.